The heavy feeling, how stress affects you and what you can do about it. The alarm clock screamed. Maya groaned, pulling her pillow over her head. It felt like she'd just closed her eyes. Another Monday. More classes, homework, club meetings, and all the pressure from friends and social media. As she slowly got out of bed, a tight, heavy feeling settled in her chest. It was a familiar feeling, one she knew as stress. Maya wasn't the only one. At Northwood High, lots of teenagers felt this heavy, invisible weight. They worried about grades, friends, their future, and being online all the time. What many, including Maya, didn't fully get was what stress actually did to their bodies and minds, and even more important, how they could learn to handle it. What is stress really? It's more than just feeling worried. We often say, "I'm stressed," when we feel worried, anxious, or pressured. These are definitely parts of stress, but deep down, stress is your body's automatic reaction to any demand or danger, whether it's real or just something you're thinking about. This reaction is a very old survival tool, like what people used long ago to escape danger or find food. Think about Maya suddenly having a surprise quiz in her hardest subject, math. Her heart starts to beat fast, her hands get sweaty, and her mind races. This isn't just being nervous, it's her body getting ready to fight or run away. Your brain's command center, amygdala and hypothalamus. When Maya senses something stressful, like that math quiz or a big project due soon, a part of her brain called the amygdala, which handles feelings, sends a warning signal to her hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is like the brain's control tower. It talks to the rest of her body through her nervous system. The stress chemicals, adrenaline and cortisol. This control tower turns on two main systems. The fast switch, sympathetic nervous system, this is the go button. It tells special glands, adrenal glands, to release a burst of adrenaline. Adrenaline works fast. It makes Maya's heart beat faster, her blood pressure go up, and sends more blood to her muscles. This gets her ready to fight, like study really hard, or run, avoid the problem. Her senses become sharper, and she might even feel less pain. This is why stress can sometimes give you a sudden burst of energy. The slower, longer-lasting switch, HPA axis. This is a slower but longer-lasting stress response. The hypothalamus signals other glands to release cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Cortisol's job is to keep the body on high alert for a longer time. It puts more sugar in the blood for energy and helps keep other body functions going so Maya can stay focused under pressure. For short moments, like running a race or a real emergency, this stress response is very helpful. It makes Maya sharper, quicker, and stronger. The problem happens when this system is always turned on, which is often how teenagers feel with all their daily demands. The hidden costs. What stress does to a teen's body and mind. While a little bit of stress can help you focus, always feeling stressed, chronic stress, starts to really wear you down. A teenager's body and brain are still growing, so they are extra sensitive to long-term effects of cortisol and adrenaline. On your body, trouble sleeping. Maya often found herself staring at the ceiling, her mind buzzing even when she was super tired. Too much cortisol at night makes it hard for her body to make melatonin, the sleep hormone. This makes it hard to fall asleep and stay asleep, and not enough sleep makes her even more stressed, creating a bad cycle. Weaker immune system. Being stressed all the time weakens the body's ability to fight off sickness. This means Maya might catch more colds, flu, and other bugs, especially during exam times. Stomach problems. Your gut is very connected to your brain. Stress can mess with digestion, causing stomach aches, feeling sick, diarrhea, or constipation. Tight muscles and headaches. Always being ready to fight or run makes muscles tight, especially in the neck, shoulders, and jaw. This can lead to headaches and body pains. Acne. Stress hormones can make skin produce more oil, causing pimples to break out, which just adds to teenage worries. Feeling tired all the time. While stress might give you a burst of energy at first, being stressed for too long uses up all your body's energy. This leads to always feeling tired. On your mind and feelings. Hard to focus and remember. Too much cortisol can actually harm the part of the brain that helps with planning, making decisions, and remembering things. This makes it hard for Maya to pay attention in class or remember facts for tests. More easily irritated and mood swings. Constant stress can make teenagers feel edgy and easily upset. Small things can seem like huge problems, and it's harder to control emotions. Anxiety and sadness. Always being stressed can lead to feeling very worried, anxiety, or very sad and hopeless, depression. The balance of chemicals in the brain can get messed up. Staying away from others. When Maya feels overwhelmed, she might want to avoid hanging out, even with her best friends. This can make her feel lonely. Bad decisions. When stressed, the brain tends to react quickly based on feelings instead of thinking things through. This can lead to quick, not so smart choices. Negative thoughts about yourself. Stress can make you think bad things about yourself and what you can do, making you feel less confident. It's a heavy load, and for Maya, noticing these signs was the first step to understanding how much stress was affecting her. Your stress toolkit: how to learn to handle stress. Understanding stress isn't about making it disappear completely. That's not possible, and a little bit can even be good. It's about learning to spot the signs and having good ways to handle it so it doesn't take over your life. Here are some tools Maya learned to make herself stronger. 1. Connecting your mind and body, calming down your physical reaction. Deep breathing. This is one of the fastest ways to turn on your body's rest and digest system and calm down the fight or run response. Maya learned to breathe in slowly through her nose for 4 counts, hold for 7, and breathe out slowly through her mouth for 8. Just a few minutes of this could slow her heart and quiet her mind. Progressive muscle relaxation. Tensing up and then relaxing different groups of muscles from your toes to your head helps release physical tension. Maya found doing this before bed helped her unwind. Move your body. Exercise. Exercise is a super strong stress reliever. It uses up extra adrenaline and cortisol, releases chemicals that make you feel good, endorphins, and gives you a healthy way to get rid of nervous energy. Even a quick walk or dancing could make a big difference for Maya. Mindfulness and meditation. Learning to focus on the current moment without judging anything helps stop worried thoughts from going round and round in your head. Apps with guided meditations helped Maya learn to just watch her thoughts instead of letting them control her. Psychology advice. 2. Healthy habits, building a strong base. Get enough sleep. Maya started trying to get 8 to 10 hours of good sleep every night. This meant going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends, and having a calming routine before bed, no screens an hour before. Eat well. Eating regular, balanced meals helps keep your blood sugar steady and gives you the energy you need to deal with stress. Maya learned that skipping meals or eating lots of sugary snacks just made her feel more jumpy and tired. Limit caffeine and sugar. These might give you a quick boost, but too much caffeine and sugar can make you more anxious and mess with your sleep, making stress worse in the long run. Drink water. Not drinking enough water can make you feel tired and get headaches, making feelings of stress even stronger. 3. Mind tricks. Changing how you see things. Find your stress triggers. Maya started writing in a journal to notice what situations, thoughts, or people always made her feel stressed. Knowing what causes stress is the first step to dealing with it. Challenge bad thoughts. Often, stress comes from thinking the worst. If I fail this test, my life is ruined. Maya learned to ask herself, is that really true? What's the worst that could actually happen? Is there a more balanced way to look at this? Plan your time. Breaking down big tasks into smaller, easier steps and using a planner helped Maya feel more in charge of her schoolwork. This made her feel less overwhelmed. Learn to say no. Teenagers often feel like they have to do everything. Maya realized it was okay to turn down extra things if she already had too much to do. Setting boundaries protected her time and energy. Talk to others. Talking about her stress with friends, family, or a school counselor helped her get it out, and remember she wasn't alone. Sharing problems can make you feel less lonely. Do fun things. Making time for hobbies she enjoyed, reading, painting, listening to music, or just hanging out with friends, helped Maya recharge and brought joy back into her day. These activities reminded her that life isn't just about chores. 4. Get help when you need a hand. Sometimes stress feels too big to handle by yourself. Maya learned that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. This could mean talking to a parent, a trusted teacher, a school counselor, or even a therapist. These people can offer advice, coping strategies, and more support. Maya's journey, never-ending learning. There wasn't a magic button that made all her stress disappear instantly. It was a journey of learning, trying new things, and sometimes taking a few steps back before moving forward again. But with a better understanding of what stress was doing to her and more ways to handle it, she started to feel a big change. She still had stressful days, but now when that heavy feeling started to creep in, she had tools. She knew how to breathe deeply, how to challenge her worried thoughts, and when to step away for a walk or a quick chat with a friend. The tightness in her chest happened less often, she slept better, and the pop quizzes, while still not fun, felt a little less like the end of the world. Understanding stress gave Maya power, and it can give any teenager the power to not just get through the tough parts of growing up, but to truly do well and build strength that will help them for their whole lives.